I do remember thinking if could have a miscarriage, I'd do it, because I felt so awful, I felt so vulnerable, I felt really, really unwell. I was raped when I was a teenager. There were probably around 10 or 12 people in the room, and a number of them raped me. I didn't seek any kind of medical help or tell family or friends, I just kept it to myself, and so I guess that set up a pattern of behaviour then that has lasted until now, really. 10 years later I found myself married and pregnant. They wanted to admit me to induce the delivery, and that was brought back a huge number of memories, and so I kind of went into panic mode at that point.
1 in 4 women have experienced some form of serious sexual assault or rape. So every GP, every clinician, every day they're going to have not just one, but probably a few patients who are experiencing these problems, but they just don't know it. I don't think it's because clinicians don't care, that's not true at all. Theoretically people knew it, but practically nothing was actually changing. I run my Body Back project. I started it last year, and we started health services specifically for women who have experienced rape or sexual assault, because there wasn't anything of that kind before, because I knew that a lot of women weren't accessing health services that they should be. What was coming out of talking to a lot of our patients was that when women were giving birth, it was the first time since the attack that they'd been completely out of control physically.
Lots and lots of people rushed into the room because there was a problem. And again, of course, that brings back lots of the memories of my specific rape, because it was a group of people in the room. There were lots of people around watching, lots of people talking, and people sort of touching me unexpectedly when I was in a very vulnerable position. And so I kind of left and watched everything from the ceiling, if you like, which, you know, in some ways is really heartbreaking. It wasn't necessarily the delivery that I would have chosen for my child, to be brought into the world where her mummy was thinking about those things.
We're starting our maternity clinic today. Well, we're actually starting it in late July, but we're launching it today and people can start booking today. It's basically a maternity clinic where any woman who has at any point experienced sexual violence can come to us and receive really sensitive, specialised care. A lot of women who didn't have children were telling me that they wanted to have children, but they weren't, because they were worried that all these tests and this whole maternity experience would bring up what had happened in the past with the assault. That was really, really unfair, because there's no reason why somebody who has done that to you should have control of your life so far down the line.